to share with everyone what our program is. Short words about Hanukkah from me. We have a short greeting from Congressman Greg Stanton, who unfortunately was not able to make it in person. That was his original plan. And then we will have the blessings of the Menorah, followed by Eric Kaye playing some beautiful Hanukkah songs. And then the conclusion will be a short video of my daughter Mushka's class, who has prepared some Hanukkah songs just for this program. So we are going to begin now. I'm just going to spotlight myself. If you want to see everyone else, you can always change your view. So first of all, good evening, and thank you all for joining. It is, of course, another year. As we always say, there is Shehecheyanu, which we thank God for bringing us this opportunity as he has done in the past. And I wanted to just wish everyone here a very happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a holiday that celebrates the Festival of Lights, as it's always called. It celebrates a victory of the Jewish people through the Maccabees and all of the rest of the Jews that fought with them, were the mighty forces of the Assyrian Greeks who really fought to eradicate God from the Jewish people, to really take away our religion, to take away our observance. They said, you want Torah for educational value and science, no problem. But if you want Torah because God gave us the Torah, that is what they fought. And we had a miraculous victory, as we know, the very famous story of Hanukkah, that the Jewish people fight back. It's a guerrilla warfare of sorts. And we win. We come back to the temple. We come back to the sanctuary in Jerusalem. We want to rededicate it. We want to light the menorah of the temple. And sure enough, they cannot find oil. Now, the short story, as we know, is they find a little thing of oil, a little bit of oil that would last one night. And just like a joke that I recently heard, the toilet paper that lasted many nights during coronavirus, where you only had one roll and you had to make it last longer until you got to the store, just to add a little bit of humor. Same thing, we had the miracle of the oil. And of course, this was a true miracle, that the oil that was for one night lasted for 8 nights until they could replenish their supply. And miraculously, the oil lasts for 8 nights. The next year, they make this into a holiday to celebrate Hanukkah and to celebrate this miracle that God provided for us, where the weak were able to overcome the mighty, where the darkness was expelled by light, and spirit over matter. This is a beautiful message that is not just a Jewish message, but it's a message that tells us it is our obligation as an individual, as a person, to illuminate the world and to share these principles and values with everyone else. And one of the things that I thought was interesting to share this year, just to highlight a couple of points, the miracle of the oil that happened on Hanukkah was an extra miracle. We didn't need that miracle. Technically, we won a war. That was a miracle. And we didn't need the miracle of the oil. But nevertheless, God provided this miracle. And it was a message I think is very timely for us, that when you search for something and you search hard for something, you will find it, because God wants us to find it. And the same thing is for us today. These are not easy times for every single one of us. And for many of us, the times are very tough. And maybe we lose faith or we question our faith. And the answer from Hanukkah is that when we search for God, God is going to find a way to share that oil, for us to find the oil. And so therefore, I think that before we begin the menorah lighting, it's been a very interesting year, but I think that for the next 8 days of Hanukkah, we can concentrate on the flames in our menorahs. We can feel that warmth, the light, listen to the message of hope and resilience, as the Jews clearly did during the times of Hanukkah, and this message is timeless for us today. And truly the message of Hanukkah is that bright days are coming, and God willing, next year we won't have to do this same celebration in person. We'll be able to do it in person, so I won't have to do it virtually. And so therefore, I want to first begin with a little bit of greetings that we have from Congressman Stanton. And following that, we will light the menorah, and we'll have Eric Kaye, who will perform some Hanukkah songs that we can sing along, followed by a presentation of my daughter's class, as we mentioned. So here is the Greetings from Congressman Greg Stanton, who is my local congressman, somebody who has been very kind to us and a great relationship. He lives actually in this neighborhood near me, so I've bumped into him in Safeway as well. And I am going to share his little message for all of us, which is timeless and timely.
Thank you to Rabbi. Hi, I'm Congressman Greg Stanton. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Thank you to Rabbi Levertov for being so kind and wonderful to my family over so many years. I wish I could be there with you and Smiles on Seniors for this special event. I can't because I'm doing my congressional duties, but at least want to provide this video. And I'm grateful for Smiles on Seniors' presence in the Valley. You have provided a home for our Jewish community to connect and engage with their faith. Hanukkah is an important time, a time to remember the miraculous victory of the Maccabees, which saved the Jewish identity. And today, Hanukkah serves as an important reminder as we recognize and appreciate the everyday miracle in our lives. Now, we know 2020 has been a difficult year on everyone. Too many of us have lost loved ones to this horrible virus. We hope and pray it ends soon. But we also have to be optimistic about the future. So as we light the candles tonight, we join in gratitude for the blessings and miracles, small and large, that are yet to come to fill our lives. I wish you and your loved ones a very happy Hanukkah. Thank you.
All right, so we are going to begin with the menorah lighting, and then again follow this up with some beautiful songs that we can sing along. Again, the goal of Hanukkah is to really share this miracle that when you have goodness and kindness, it always overcomes. A little bit of light pushes away that much darkness. And that's why the mitzvah of the menorah lighting is to put it by the window, to share that message with the street, and to share that message of hope and God, that there goodness and kindness will always prevail. Light will always extinguish and expel darkness. So we are going to, I'm going to spotlight our menorah. Again, you are welcome to join me in the blessings. If you have a menorah in your house, feel free to light the menorah with me. If not, you can definitely light the menorah later with your family or with your friends. There are 3 blessings that we recite today. One of them is the blessing that lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah, to light the candles of Hanukkah, and this is the mitzvah today. The second blessing that we recite is sha'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh, that he made miracles for our forefathers in those days, but today. So bayamim hahem, in those days, bazman hazeh, in this time. And the third one is shechayanu, where we thank God for giving us this opportunity once again to celebrate Hanukkah and to celebrate the good that has been given to us. And of course, this message of Shechayanu, I think this year resonates even more, knowing how much has gone on since last year Hanukkah. So we're going to begin with the lighting. If you'd like to join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hahem bizman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen. We are going to now enjoy some music from Eric Kaye.
Great. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we hear you well.
Great. Great. So the first prayer is Rock of Ages, Maoz Sur. Feel free. I'll do the Hebrew first, and please feel free to join me along.
And I am just going to jump in quickly. I will be sharing the words if anyone wants to follow on the screen. You'll be able to follow along. I'll go back and forth so you can see Eric full screen and sometimes blocked.
Ma'osur Yeshuati Lecha Naeh Leshabeach Tikon Beit Tefilati V'sham Toda Nizabeach Leit Tachin Matbeach Mitzor Hamnabeach Azegmor Beshir Mizmor Hanukat Hamizbeach Azegmor Beshir Mizmor Hanukat Hamizbeach. Rock of Ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amid the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. And the next on your sheet, I think there's I have a little dreidel, right? We can't do Hanukkah without I have a little dreidel, so why not? I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body with legs so short and thin, and when my dreidel's tired, it drops and then I win. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. I don't know if these verses are in the sheet, but feel free to sing along if you know them. Wanted to get a little bit creative today. My dreidel's always playful, it loves to dance and spin. A happy game of dreidel, come play now, let's begin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. Oh, noon means you get nothing, Gimel means you win, A means you get half the pot, and shin, you put one in. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. And in the spirit of dreidel, sivivon. Sivivon, sov, sov, sov. Sivivon, sov, sov, sov. Chanukah hu chag tov. Chanukah hu chag tov. Sivivon, sov, sov, sov. Nes gadol hayasham, hag simcha hu la'am. Nes gadol hayasham, hag simcha hu la'am. Sivivon, sov, sov, sov. Chanukah hu chag tov. Chanukah hu chag tov. Sivivon, sov, sov, sov. Nes gadol hayasham, hag simcha hu la'am. Nes gadol hayasham, hag simcha hu la'am. And there is the three.
Awesome. Did you want to do O Chanukah or?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Why not? Here, I'm
Perfect.
just gonna make sure whoops, pardon me. Even though we all know it, never hurts. Chanukah, oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning bright. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Chanukah, oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning bright. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Thank you, Eric Kaye. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Thank you for adding in the spirit of Hanukkah with the beautiful songs. And again, we are going to have one more round of music, and this is the choir from my daughter's class. She is insistent that everyone stays on. It's not really a choir. They just love everyone here and really wanted to sing. So I am going to share that music. We couldn't have them in person, of course. And but she is watching, and I really appreciate everyone that joined us today. We are celebrating virtually, but you feel that love of Hanukkah, and thank you for joining. We will share this music for you to enjoy. Again, this was filmed today with her classmates, all of her friends, and the first song is just a song that they have about the love of Torah, and then it's followed up by a medley of Hanukkah songs. So here we go.
And it's part of us.
So that was a beautiful ending for this. Thank you to the 4th grade girls of Cheder Lobovich is the name of my daughter's school.
you.
Mushka's on here, and she is,
Thank you.
I'll let her say hello.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
Hanukkah, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah.
It's good to see you all.
And we are going to just close out the program by wishing everyone here a happy Hanukkah. If you are following all of our virtuals tomorrow, we will do a more in-depth discussion of Hanukkah. Today was just a light version, which is the most important part, of course, that Hanukkah is about the goodness, the truth always prevailing. And that is our message for today. A little bit of light. You just need a little bit, and it affects that much of the negativity that's happening in this world. It is so beautiful to see all the menorahs that I see lit in the screen. So it's so beautiful that we can light the menorah together. And again, like we said, our blessing and wish is that next year together, do a very large public menorah lighting together. Wishing everyone here a happy Hanukkah, and enjoy your latkes and donuts and anything else that you find as a special Hanukkah treat. Gelt, don't forget to give Hanukkah gelt to your children. Teach them the values of charity, and for all the good that they do, you reward them. I know my kids are waiting. But again, happy Hanukkah, and a very big thank you to Eric Kaye. Again, thank you so much. That was beautiful. And thank you everyone for joining and participating. I'm wishing everyone a great evening and a happy Hanukkah. Take care.
Thank you.